everybody! We did it! Yay! It's our first Magic Hunter stream! Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Everybody that's probably on my channel knows who I am, but I am Heather Journey. I'm a witchy wolf that loves to write. Hello! And I am here with the lovely Rouge. Say hi.
Wait, can they hear me?
Yeah.
Shoot. Okay, just double checking.
Okay, yeah. I wouldn't be introducing myself if we couldn't hear. But yeah, Rouge is a huntress, and we are known as the Magic Hunters, and we search across the magical lands to keep the magic in balance. We investigate all sorts of magical, what's the word, atrocities and imbalances, and we seek to fix them. But we're just a chill-loving Vtuber gal duo, and we're gonna be trying to stream on Fridays, and stream all kinds of fun little games and stuff. So today we are going to be playing Wolf Tales, which is a cutesy little visual novel game. Let's see. Oop. There it is! Yay! Cutesy little visual novel game about romancing wolf girls. So we're gonna start the game! Alright, see, enter name. Wait, what happened? What happened? Why is it not letting me now? Oh no. Okay, hold on. No, I broke it! I broke it! What did I press?
So, I think you need to type your name. Right.
No, but the enter name, I need to get it on the other side, and it's not letting me.
Why don't you just press delete?
I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, you're right. Okay, I was going to try to get it on the other side. Okay. Are you okay with romancing the wolf girls? Will you survive? If we name the main character after you, will you survive?
Yeah, I will survive.
I'm being sarcastic.
Wait, I don't know what... Oh.
What?
Well, I didn't know what you meant by that.
What do you mean you don't know what I meant by that?
I thought you meant like something like I had something against them.
No, I was being sarcastic. Like, will you survive romancing the wolf girls? Will you ever recover?
Brr. I stare at the road before me, which is now barely being stuff through its now.
Are you okay?
For now.
Yeah.
The storm has arrived. The storm had arrived while when I was out. Before I knew it, I had gotten stuck in the middle of it. Almost home. My breath is visible in front of me as I creep forward on the snow-covered road.
Oh no.
These are full blast. It is enough to ward off the freezing cold. Shudder to think about how cold I'd be without it. The sooner I get home, the better. I hate to get stranded out here in this. Slowing my truck to a stop in front of the cabin, I turn the key, ignition, and shut it off. The heater immediately stops blowing, and I can already feel the chill hit me. Time to brace myself for the freezing winds raging between me and the cabin. Here it goes. It's a horror film?
It's not. It's not.
I ran inside quickly as I can, shivering from head to toe, despite my thick clothing. The moment I slam the door behind me, the sound of wind howling outside quietens, and chattering of my teeth fills the room. It's warmer in here, but not to the point where I can wistfully toss aside my extra layers and flop down on the couch. If I suddenly remove all of my extra layers right this instant, I'll probably pass out from the change in temperature. Whose idea was it to start living out here anyway? Me?
Apparently yours, because you you live out here.
As the sole occupant of the cabin, I expect no response to my rhetorical question.
Well...
I mean, it was technically my idea, but
But
okay,
I
for
don't
better or
claim
worse,
it.
I decided for myself that I would live in the snowy mountains all on my own. Alright, tea, a bite to eat, and then I'll turn in for the night.
Yeah.
Why not coffee? In the middle of
Because you're
this?
going to bed, you silly. You don't want to
But-
drink coffee right before you're going to bed?
But I wanna... Oh, okay. In the middle of a storm like this, it's important to keep nourished and warm. But I like my caffeine!
Bad! Bad! You stay up all night if you drink coffee before bed. Bad!
Yeah, that's how I like to live my life.
Oh my god.
After
The
reminding
caffeine
myself...
addiction.
It is! I have several cans in my room.
Balance.
After reminding myself to adhere to a few basic survival tips, I fill the kettle in water and turn it on. No, I'd fill the coffee maker on. Let's just change the subtitles.
Listen.
What?
Listen here! Don't be hating on us tea drinkers, okay?
Man, I am glad electricity out here. It'd be nice to have a coffee maker.
I'm sure you probably do.
Without ready access to hot water, there's no way I'd survive out there. I should have enough food to last until summer too, by which point I'll be able to go into town without freezing to death. Life out here might just work out after all. Will it though?
Will it though?
Pretty uncommon for a woman to try and live in an isolated like this. Yeah, that is pretty uncommon. In fact, I doubt raise concerns for anyone wondering why I'm out here. Thankfully, my life had been uninterrupted and peaceful thus far. Not to mention at this time, this cabin was my only option. The moment I think so, my body begins to shiver once more. I feel cold wind brush against my cheek, threatening to give me frostbite if I dare to take off any layers of clothing. That's weird. It shouldn't be this cold inside the cabin. I know there's a storm out there, but this cabin is pretty well insulated. It shouldn't be this cold until the door is open. Curious about the source, and also desperate to stop the cold, I walk through the cabin trying to figure out where it's coming from. After taking all the windows, I wind up near the back entrance of the cabin.
Oh, spooky.
Sure enough, I spot the back door, I have my answer. Oh. Aha! I gotcha! I hurriedly clear away the snow, the base of the door, which seems to have stopped the door from opening or closing any further. Then I close the door and lock it, move a few things in front of the door to prevent it from opening if the lock were to break. That oughta do it. But how did the door get open in the first place?
Strong winds.
I could see myself forgetting to lock it, since I'm all alone out here anyway, but there's no way I'd forget to lose it. Or close it. Is the latch broken? Forget it. I'll think about it after I had something warm to drink. I turn away from the door and begin to walk towards the kitchen. No sooner have I begun to move my foot, however, than I realize that the floor is soaking wet. Some snow must have blown and melted. I guess I better clean this up. My eyes wide open. Oh dear God! You said this wasn't a horror game.
It's not a horror game.
My eyes wide is realizing something important. There's just one bottle of water. There are several.
Oh no.
You're making this.
Oh no.
Only the post show me the path someone or something that has taken.
It is spooky month. You're right.
And what's with the effects in the background? Damn, an intruder? Or maybe a wild animal? You're making it seem that way. I instinctively grabbed an axe, and I kept the wood off the back wall. Sorry, whoever you are, but a girl can't be too careful. We're a long way from medical help out here. Axe in hand, I head deeper into the storeroom, prepared to defend myself from a potentially dangerous person or animal that has wandered into my home.
Perhaps both. Ooh.
Moving further inside, I cautiously move around the table and...
Wolfy
Oh.
girl!
It's you!
Perhaps. If I was all gray, yes.
Freeze. What the?
Nani?
My arms will lose all strength and I just stare at a peculiar sight in front of me.
That's a lot of boopa.
On the floor in my storeroom is a girl. I know, right? She's shivering, wet, and her breath is ragged. Ragged.
Yeah.
Red-faced, yet blue in fingertips. The poor girl looks like she's about to freeze at death at any moment. And yet, what attracts my attention is...
The booba!
Yeah, I was totally gonna say the tail and the ears.
Totally. Mm-hmm. My eyes aren't going anywhere else. No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
It couldn't be. Without thinking, I drop my axe on the floor and reach out towards the girl's ears.
They do exist!
I gently tuck on her ears, trying to pull them off, and otherwise expose their stitching. However, no matter how hard I pull, there's no sign of it being a practical joke. As far as I can tell, these wolf-like ears are real. Impossible, she's really a half-human? That can't be right. I was certainly certain that this place wasn't intruding on the domain of any half-humans. Did I make a mistake, or is she just... Before I can mull over the girl's presence any further, her whimper brings me back to reality. Right, whatever the reason for her presence here doesn't change the fact that she's freezing to death in my cabin. I'll worry about the details later for now. I have to make sure she doesn't die. I grab a towel from one of the shelves in the storeroom, and immediately begin to dry the young girl off. The moment I make contact with her again, I realize how close to death this girl really is. Her body is so cold that I can feel it through the towel. Her skin is deathly pale, and she can't stop shivering. Desperately, I rub the girl's body, trying to dry her off and warm her up. However, no matter how much her body moves about, she does not stir. The girl is breathing but unconscious. Even if I tried to, I don't think I'd be able to wake her up.
Even though her eyes are open. Wait, don't worry about that.
What? This isn't working. I'm gonna have to step things up a notch. Yo, do I become half-human? Many hours pass as it...
I don't think it works that way.
Oh. Many hours pass as the unconscious wolf girl continues to rest. Over time, her breathing gradually becomes less ragged, and the color returns to her skin. The incest shivering comes to an end, her lips stop quivering, and faint yet peaceful smile appears on her face. Well, while it's still too soon to rest easy, it seems like a girl is going to be just fine. I was worried for a while there, but it looks like things have finally calmed down. I guess some dry clothes and a long sleep in a warm cabin were all she needed. Feeling good about myself for having been able to step out, I watched the girl sleep for a while and I contemplate what to do next.
My cat's being weird. Hello,
The snowstorm... Oh, you got your cat with you?
Yeah.
The snowstorm has died now, so I should probably have this girl leave as soon as she wakes up.
Listen, get the fuck out.
Oh, don't be... no!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Though I suppose I could at least feed her first. Yes, I should feed her. She must be famished for sleeping so long and almost freezing to death.
Yeah.
It would be heartless for me to not at least.
Yeah.
While I'm in the middle of thinking out loud, the wolf girl finally begins to move. What starts out as faint groan quickly turns into a visible movement on her part. The girl's eyelids twitch, and I could see her lips trembling. In a matter of seconds, she will no doubt open her eyes. Wait, shoot. I think you paused. Wait, shoot.
I did. Hold on. I forgot to make the Twitch notification that I was live. Whoops.
Oh.
Or the Discord notification that I was live.
Take your time.
I forgot it. It's fine. Don't worry. Also Kitty on my lap. She said, scooch over. This is my lap now. Okay. Alright, there we go.
Alright. In a matter of seconds, she'll no doubt open her eyes.
That was quite a... Huh?
The girl's open wide as she starts to gain her bearings. Her eyes dart around the room, trying to fill in the blanks of her memory.
Oh, yes, I remember now. Good morning, gamers! Good morning, Alicia of the day, Minnie! I got caught up in the snowstorm, didn't I? I finally found shelter, but I thought my mind was just playing tricks on me as my body started to shut down. Hi, trolls! Good mornings! Good mornings, everybody! Happy tea time, everybody! Tea time means hydrate if you have some water, coffee, or something to drink. Oh, all the redeems. Alice does not play around.
Oh.
Stretchies! Everybody stretchies!
Aww.
Yes, Kitty. Hello, good morning. Yeah, well... Let's see. I don't have any snackies, but I could do an extra tea time if you want. My snackies are downstairs. Sad bombs. Okay, let me find... Oh, the self-care. Cute kitty cat go meow meow. She is a cute kitty cat go meow meow. She is going over to the window now. Goodbye, kitty. Have a good day. She's gonna go watch cat TV. That's what we call it. Where's my... Oh, boops. We did boops. The boop 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 boops. And the pata 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 patas. Pata 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 patas. Pata 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 patas. Okay, alright. I will do an extra tea time. Alright, continuing on. Am I really alive? Oh, for those of you just stopping in this morning, we are the Magic Hunters. We are a new collab group duo. It's consisting of me, Hello Journey, and Rouge. If you would like to say hello.
Oh, did my mic not catch on?
It did not.
Wait, okay, hang on. Hello?
Hello? We're just a group of cute loving gals who like to play things together. Yee. Am I really alive?
You sure are, at least as far as I can tell. The girl jumps in fright as she finally notices my presence.
Hi, Twisted. How are you? It's going. We are doing our first Magic Hunters collab today. You are, this is,
The girl tries to speak but fails to formulate a proper sentence. With that being the case, I decided to explain the situation to her and giving her time to calm down. Found you in my storeroom shivering and unconscious on the floor. I dragged you off and brought you inside, but it was hard to tell if you were going to survive or not. Your fingertips have already started to turn blue by the time I found you, and your breathing was a complete mess. Listening to my calm explanation, the girl looks down at herself. She pinches her clothing, seemingly surprised at how clean and dry they are.
My clothes. Did you? How dare you? How dare you change my clothes without my permission? Unacceptable conditions!
I was taking care of you! I avert my gaze. Yeah, I did. Your clothes were wet, and you were at risk of freezing to death. I couldn't just leave you like that.
Happy Pico, everybody!
Just like me, the girl blushes and looks away. Wolf girl or not, she must be embarrassed to have her body seen by a stranger, even if it's another girl.
Listen, that doesn't matter around here. We all hella gay around here.
Rather than adopt the expression of anger, however...
Thank you.
Huh? The girl horses it down, looking at me once more. Her eyes filled with serenity, she continues to speak.
I am a trespasser. I broke into your cabin, intruded in your home, and dared to use your shelter as my own. Yet, despite all that, you went to such lengths for me.
Oh, yeah, I guess you could look at it that way. It really isn't that big of a deal, though. You were caught in the middle of a snowstorm. If I were in your situation, I would have broken in too.
Words hard.
I had problems with speech
Words
growing
hard
up.
help. Yeah,
Besides, all I did was dry you off and clean your clothes. It was nothing major.
It is something major! How... If you had taken pity on me, I would have...
What? Before the girl can finish speaking, she interrupted by the sound of a kettle whistling. Ah, it sounds like breakfast is ready. Excuse me for a moment.
How early did she go out in the snowstorm? If that's breakfast, I'm confused. Hey Jen, how are you? Big oof.
I'd want breakfast at like 3 in the morning.
But is that breakfast though, or is that late night snackies?
That's breakfast, because it's morning.
But don't you eat later after you get up again?
Depends. Usually it's coffee. But anyways, I move away from the girl and head towards the kitchen.
I sounded like a Ruby for a second there. I wasn't intending to, but hey, if it works, it works. Voice actor premiere, Heather, voice actor premiere when? What?
Once I set foot in front of the kettle, I grab an additional ceramic and bowl for my guest, since she is now woken up.
But breakfast? You mean to say that it is now morning?
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Oh, that she's been sleeping for like 12 hours. Okay.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's right. You were asleep for a solid 12 hours.
Damn. Oh boy, 3 a.m. There you go. There's the ramen.
I After emptying 2 packs of instant noodles onto each bowl, I pour that into boiling of water. Yeah, I'd be having this at 3 a.m. Oh boy, 3 a.m. Seriously, who would be having an energy drink at 3 in the morning? Oh boy, 3
You would. I would be sound asleep beside you, like, out for the count, and you're having your energy drink and noodles. Oh,
I then place a fork in each bowl and bring them back into the living room, careful not to let this water spill over the sides.
I gotta do a boop real quick. Happy boops.
Oh.
Boopty snoots. Boopty snoots. Thank you for the boop.
Alright, here you go. Make sure to give it a few minutes to cook before you eat it. Set a bowl down on the table in front of the girl. She stares at it quizzically.
Eat this? This is not raw meat. How do I eat this? What's this? Some kind of soup?
Kind of. They're instant noodles. All you need to do is put the noodles into a bowl, add hot water, then wait for a couple minutes.
Oh yeah, they did add Vtuber models, didn't they? They look so good too.
I saw that. I love that.
They're so cute. Had the RoriVT collaboration win? Well, I mean, I wish I was that popular enough to do a collab with the RoriVT cast.
That would be nice.
Dreams, life dreams.
They're quick, easy, warm, and quite tasty. It'd be nice to work for Rooster Teeth.
Yes.
I begin to stir my noodles around with my fork as I speak. I like to use chopsticks.
Oh, I can't use chopsticks. I'm terrible at them.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, I'm really bad at them. I don't have very good hand coordination. It's fine.
Watching me carefully, the girl hesitantly picks up her fork, stares at it for a moment, then mimics my action.
I use spoon, but how do you get the noodles with the spoon?
Or spork.
Crunch them up? How do you crunch up noodles?
Or just slurp up the bowl.
Yeah. Well, what I usually do is I take the fork and I get all the noodles out, and then I just drink the rest like soup. The broth like soup.
I like to use authentic chopsticks, though. The proper way. I mean,
the proper way. Like, the rest of us are all degenerates now.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Just kidding.
Yeah, that's good, just like that. You just gotta stir them up a little bit so that the flavoring can distribute evenly.
Oh, that's valid. Okay, I understand. The flavoring?
It adds additional flavor to the otherwise bland noodles.
This is the Gucci shit, guys.
I mean, sometimes I like to eat, like, bland spaghetti.
Why would you eat it bland? You don't put, like, pasta sauce on it or something?
I mean, I do. It's just sometimes I'm...
just regular noodles and sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's valid.
Have you ever eaten instant food before? Like McDonald's?
What's McDonald's? I'm familiar with many aspects of human culture, including some which our respective races do not share. Even so, instant food is an entirely new concept to me.
Is that right?
Wendy's! Yes, Wendy's!
Yeah, I could actually go for some Wendy's myself.
I love Wendy's.
Oh, I still have that Wendy's gift card I haven't used.
Yes, I have some Boo Books for some Frosties.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I stare at the girl in partial surprise as she responds with an unexpected eloquence.
Those are some big words. Wendy's sponsor us! I wish!
As far from my mental image of half-humans being savages, this girl seems to be more human than wolf.
Oh my goodness! I just realized something. I've been preying on your kindness, yet I haven't even given my name or asked for yours.
It's okay, the subtitles told me your name. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. It doesn't really matter though, it's not like you'll be staying.
I am Mirevi. My pack resides on the other side of this mountain. I was away from the pack when the snowstorm hit, and I wound up being unable to return to them. Thank you again for taking care of me.
Speaking almost too quickly for me to understand her, Rari introduces her in a panic. Takes a quick few breaths immediately afterwards, then finally begins to calm down once again. Pleased to meet you, Marie. Mirari. My name is Rouge. I've been living in this cabin by myself for...
Rouge!
Yes?
Rouge, 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 Rouge. Okay, that ought to do it.
Do what exactly?
Oh, my apologies. I didn't mean to interrupt. Human names all sound so strange to me. If I don't repeat them out loud, they're too difficult to remember.
Oh, I see. Anyway, Mirari.
Yes, Rouge?
I think it's ready now.
Huh?
I glanced down at our food. The noodles have begun to expand after absorbing some of the water, and the steam rising from the bowls have lessened considerably. If we're going to eat our fill, now's the time.
Oh, yes, of course.
Mirari picks up her fork and takes another look at the bowl. She raises her fork out of the bowl and licks the water off it, as though she was trying to eat the soup with a fork. What? Okay, after watching Mirari do this a couple times, I interrupt her. You can drink the water last after you've eaten all the noodles. Just watch me and do what I do. Exactly as I do.
Exactly.
Under Mirari's watchful gaze, I picked up my fork. After pushing into a clump of noodles and turning the fork a few times, I raise my fork to my mouth. I take a big mouthful and happily begin to chew the warm, filling noodles.
I see. The food is submerged and the water is too hot to touch, so you use a tool to bring the food to your mouth.
Very much. Now why don't you give it a try?
Me?
Of course. That's why you were watching me, remember? Don't worry, it's dead simple. Just get some noodles on the end of the fork and bring it to your mouth. Choo choo!
Choo choo! Here comes the airplane! Okay. I'll give it a try.
Mary nervously picks up her fork on its way.
What are you laughing about?
What if I just did the airplane?
Perfect airplane. 10 out of 10.
Mimicking my actions to the best of her ability, Mary clumsily scoops up a large number of noodles. Then raises her utensil, at which point lifts off her fork and falls back in the bowl beneath.
No!
Luckily for Mirari, a couple of noodles managed to hang on to the utensil, and after examining the foreign food at one more time, Mary hesitantly places them into her mouth.
How?
Is it good?
This is delicious! It's absolutely amazing! How can something this tasty be cooked in such a short period of time?
She seriously doesn't know how to use a fork.
You seriously don't know how to use a fork? She seriously doesn't know how to use a fork.
You're just hungry. I'll be nice.
You're just exaggerating. I like instant noodles as much as the next person, but at this point, I'm pretty sure you're hungry enough that even stale bread would even taste good. It depends on the bread for me.
Right.
Anything tastes good when you're hungry, you know? The moment I finish speaking, a faint rumbling emanates from Mirori's stomach. Her face is tingled red as she looks down, silently regretting the unfortunate timing of her body's honesty. Despite her embarrassment, Mirori picks up her fork once more and continues to eat. See what I'm talking about? Anyway, it's perfectly natural to become ravenous out here. Your body burns a lot of calories warming itself up when you're out in the cold. If you're surviving that snowstorm and sleeping for so long, I'd be surprised if you weren't hungry. Just as Marie is about to bring her fork to her mouth once more, she suddenly stops.
The snowstorm. I hope she's alright.
She?
No, it's nothing. I was just talking to myself, that's all. Nothing suspicious.
Clearly hoping to avoid the questioning, Mirori quickly brings the fork to her mouth and takes another bite. The moment she does, her lips curl up at the sides, and a joyful smile appears on her face. After a few tries, Mirori has gotten the hang of eating with a fork. Fueled by hunger, she devours most amount of noodles in no time at all, leaving little more than water behind. If I'm not careful, she might finish her own portion first, and then I start on mine. Once the two of us have finished eating, I grabbed our bowls and take them into the kitchen.
Are you going to wash those?
That's the plan. Unless you'd like to give them both one more lick before I do.
Don't remind me of my shameful behavior. Hunger truly does turn one into a different person.
It's fine. I'm not exactly the kind of girl who eats at fancy 5-star restaurants, you know.
Be that as it may, I was not going to ask if I could lick the bowls. Rather than that, I was just thinking that maybe, if you'd like, I could clean them for you?
You want to clean the dishes?
It's the least I can do after you treated me to such a scrumptious meal.
Okay then. Look, I'm not going to turn down an offer to help, but do you even know how to clean dishes?
Of course I do. I'm not a savage. Why wouldn't I know something so simple?
That face tells me a lot.
How?
Mary tilts her head and gazes at me with an expression of apparent confusion on her face. So, forks are new to you, but you know how to wash dishes. Fine. If you say you can do it, be my guest.
Yes, I will. Thank you, Rouge.
Mary happily takes my place in front of the sink, which is currently filled with dishes. Displaying unexpected knowledge of human appliances, she carefully turns the handle next to the tap, causing water to flood the sink. God damn it. She then twists it back the other way in order to stop the flow of water, and finally takes one of the bowls in hand. Huh, that's rather surprising. For someone who seemed so skittish from the moment she woke up, Miri seems to be unexpectedly familiar with human inventions. Maybe half-wolves are more civilized than I thought. I'd always pictured them as wild beasts who ran around naked and hunted with their claws and teeth. Despite that, Nori has been clothed since the moment she showed up here, and she hasn't done anything particularly strange or unruly.
That's what you think.
If anything, she's like an ordinary human being who's lived on the brink of society for just a little bit too long. As I compare Mary to an ordinary human being, my mind flashes back to the moment I found her. Cold, pale, and shivering, dressed in human clothing, seeking shelter in a cabin. Apart from her ears and tail, everything about her screams human. While thinking back to our initial encounter, one more thought crosses my mind. Having found her dressed in wet, disheveled clothing, I made sure to remove her Mirari's clothes, then wash them to dry them before dressing her once more. At the time, even though it was not my intention, I did get a good look at her naked. But I can explain. Now wait, just 1 minute. I can explain.
I can explain. Nothing unruly here.
Now I was not checking. I was not checking anything. I was just making sure I found the right size. Yep, just like a human, alright. Oh wait, what am I thinking about? Nothing.
Nothing?
Have I really been isolated out here for so long? I've been having indecent thoughts about another girl. Bad Now wait, I can explain.
I can explain.
It's not what you think.
It's not what you think.
Just as I pull myself back into reality, Nori suddenly turns around to face me. Okay, all done. Oh, wait, shit. Oh.
It's okay. Just steal my lines. Look at my body and then steal my lines. I see what you did there.
I'm sorry. It's just that this is new to me.
Okay, all done.
Huh?
The dishes. I finished cleaning them.
I cautiously turned my head around the sink, or towards it. To my surprise, the sink, which was filled with plates and utensils I've been meaning to clean for days now, is empty. All the items which need washing have been cleaned and placed on the rack to dry. You cleaned everything.
Of course. I couldn't just clean 1 or 2 bowls and call it a day's work.
Well, I wouldn't have blamed you if you had. Really, you didn't need to do all this.
Don't be silly. I did this because I wanted to, not because I had to. Besides, if I'm going to be staying here, I need to make sure I earn my keep.
Okay then. As long as you're fine with it, I guess. Shuffling off with a bright smile on her face, Nori quickly disappears into the next room. The moment she does, her words dawned on me, and look of confusion creeps onto my face. Wait, staying here? Earned my keep? Mary was just talking about the night she already stayed, right? Or is she actually assuming that I'll let her stay another? I look out the window as I contemplate kicking Nori out.
Kick her out! Kick her! No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no! Bad, Heavy! No matter how nice Nori is, it's against the rules for humans to associate with half-humans in any way. Well, can't they just come together?
Society!
Even though the snowstorm has died down, it may not be over yet. And even if it is over, the snow underfoot is likely to have been dislodged and moved around by the storm, making it dangerous to walk on. If one adds to that blistering cold, not to mention Nori's near-death experience, it's clear that sending her out would not be a good idea. I cannot kick her out. Not yet, at least. No matter how much I prefer to be alone, I'd be eaten away by guilt if I sent that nice young girl to her death. Besides, it's not like I can't accommodate one more person for a night or two. And I am curious about how half-humans like Nori live. For now, let's just call this a sleepover. Then in a couple of days, when Nori is feeling better, we'll go our separate ways.
That's what you think.
What do you mean?
Yeah, just a few days,
Okay, I finished dusting, tidying up the storeroom, and washing your clothes. Please tell me what you would like me to do next.
Stare at Nori in a blank amazement as she announces her productivity with vigor. A short while ago, when Miri asked if there was anything else she could do to help out, I half-heartedly listed several chores which I had been putting off doing myself. To my surprise, Mary seems to have completed all the tasks I offered to her far more quickly than I would have. You're done already?
Yes.
Yep.
I
I even managed to get the bloodstains out of your yellow blouse.
Seriously? I've been trying to get those out for months. How are you so good at this, Nori? I don't think I've ever known a human being half as prompt or hardworking as you are.
You're praising me too much. I'm really not anything special.
Don't sell yourself short, Nori. Not many people could walk straight into the home of another race and outdo them like this. Outdo them.
It's only because I'm used to this kind of work. This is really nothing new to me.
I raise an eyebrow at Nori's odd response. You've done this before?
Do we inquire further? Would you like to know?
I mean, would it bother? Yeah, I guess I don't see why not. I guess cleaning clothes is a given since you've been wearing them from the moment I found you, but just how similar is a half-wolf creature to that of a human? Are your homes just like ours? Do you do the same chores that we do?
That's a bit... I mean, some of us live in houses, though most of us don't.
So you're one of the few who do. That's lucky.
Yeah, well, that's because I...
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's... Oh, okay.
Princess!
Mira freezes as someone shouts, seemingly frightened by the voice of the one calling out. Rather than pay her reaction to any mind, however, I turn towards the door in irritation. Oh, come on! I chose this place because it's supposed to be away from civilization. How have I gotten 2 visitors in as many days?
That's the introvert life, man.
When I get my hands on the agent who sold me this place, I'll sue them.
Princess!
What? The moment I open the door, my body's thrown to the... What the fuck? You can't just barge in like that. Okay, I'm balled over in a heartbeat before I can even lay eyes on the interloper. Good Christ, this isn't breaking in! What the heck are you doing, you little... Oh. Wolf girl? My eyes widen in amazement, and yes, I spot another girl with furry ears and a tail.
Also, those thighs, am I right?
But I like Miari's. I slowly raise to my feet, take my eyes off her for only a second as I close and lock the door once more. Mary, this girl is a friend of... Is this girl a friend of...
Princess!
Mary cowers behind the couch as the new girl shouts at her. Maybe they aren't friends after all? Wait a minute, princess? Curious about the girl's relationship, I decide to butt out for a minute and allow them to converse.
Why did you follow me here? I should have made my intentions perfectly clear.
Don't ask stupid questions. You're a princess. Of course someone's gonna come looking for you.
But it was a blizzard out there. You could have been killed.
Same goes for you, princess. How could I not be worried when you suddenly went out in the middle of that storm?
I didn't ask you to worry about me. I could take care of myself, you know.
Well, yeah, I totally see that by the fact that you're seeking refuge with a human. How unsightly. Our princess boarding with some low-life human.
Rouge is not a lowlife. She took me in when I was cold and hungry. She gave me food and shelter, and
none of that would have been necessary if you just stayed with the pack. Ouch. Whatever this lady has done for you, the fact of the matter is that the situation is a result of your own selfishness.
Damn, what did I do wrong?
Yeah! Yeah! Screw you, Rouge! You can't just only
Damn.
declare that you're leaving, princess. It doesn't work like that.
I know that. I know I shouldn't have left without giving notice like that, but...
But nothing. You're safe now, and that's all that matters. Now come, let us return and tell your mother the good news. She must be worried sick about you. Princess?
I don't want to go.
What? What do you mean you don't want to go back? It's our pack we're talking about. You must return.
I'm not going.
The hell you aren't!
The aggressive half-wolf grabs Nori by the wrist and forcibly drags her toward the door. Nori tries to resist, but it's clear that this new girl is much stronger than she is.
Oh no. I forgot there was
Unless...
choices in this game. I need to save.
Stop her by force.
Wait, what?
Do
you want to stop her by force?
Well, I mean, would it be bad?
I don't know. Would it? That's the question.
I mean, I'm trying to save her life.
But it might hurt worse, though.
Okay, fine. Call out to her.
I don't know if that's the answer either. I'm just...
Okay, fine. I'll stop her by force then.
Listen, make a decision and go with it. I don't...
Okay, stop her by force.
I'm just asking you to think about it before you make the decision.
Okay, so I've had the habit of doing things without thinking.
I see.
So I just focus morely on instinct.
You want to make instinct choices, I see. Yes. Alright. That was your first instinct? Are you sure?
Yep.
100%
yes.
positive. Okay.
Yes. Rouge chop!
Yeah!
I chopped the naughty wolf on the forehead.
You insolent human! What did you do that for? Do you know who I am? I am a proud soldier of...
Not budging an inch, I glare at the young girl with a dangerous look as I can muster.
A proud soldier of...
I sharpen my gaze and cross my arms, showing the girl I mean business. Yeah. Yeah. In my response to my silent intimidation, the girl begins to cower. Her forcefulness may have been effective against a kind-hearted girl like Nori, but isn't going to work on me. Honestly, you have quite the nerve, you know that? Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah! Welcome to the Solly's Platoon of Tafaria. You bang on my door, barge in here uninvited, and now you're trying to force this girl to go out with you into the gold?
But she's our princess!
Like I care!
Damn!
Listen, just last night, Nori was both freezing and starving. She could have died, given the state she was in. I'm not about to let you drag her out into the cold and to her death. Do you understand, bitch?
Listen here, yo!
Sulking, the girl nods. Faced with her real prospect of Nori's death, she can't bring herself to refute my words.
Rouge, does this mean you'll let me stay a little while longer?
That's right, just until you're healthy enough to be up and about on your own.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much, Rouge. You have no idea how much this means to me.
She's just letting you stay in this dumb shack of hers. Ouch. It's nothing worth being thankful over.
I will swear
Don't be like that, Fuyu. Oh, I know. Why don't I make lunch for the three of us?
Lunch?
3 of us?
Oh, no.
I raise an eyebrow at Nori's proposition.
Proposition.
I can't speak.
It's okay. I'm here to help. I'm an English major. I got this.
Fuyu, on the other hand, begins to wag her tail, which her ears clearly pricked up.
That's right. Won't it be wonderful to eat hot food together in this warm, cozy cabin?
Well, when you put it that way, I guess it doesn't sound that bad.
Don't just decide things on your own. I never said this rude girl could stay. Upon hearing my complaint, Mary's ears begin to droop. She looked at me with big, watery eyes as though she's silently pleading for her friend to join us. Damn it. I mean it. No uninvited guests. And besides, we just ate breakfast. It's too soon to be. Wait, ramen was. Wait. Okay. Blue stands besides Mary and pulls the exact same maneuver. Like a pair of puppies, they look up at me, pleading, appealing to my conscience and humanity.
Please.
You gotta be kidding me. Fine. Do as you please.
Yes! Woohoo!
The moment I give my consent, Mary and both start to jump up and down. Tails wagging, teeth showing that both appeared to be thrilled by the notion of sharing a hot meal together.
This calls for a celebration. I'll make something extra special with plenty to go around for all three of us.
No, don't do that. Like I said, we only just ate breakfast, so I'm really not that hungry.
Something special? Like what? Did this girl bring a bunch of amazing foods from human civilization? She sure did! I've only tried one dish so far, but I'm sure the others are just as delicious.
Hey, are you two even listening to me? No celebrating and no serving for me, got that?
Oh, I can't wait! I'm getting hungry just thinking about eating the princess's delicious cooking. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. I'll get started right away. Let me just head to the storeroom to find something to cook with.
Ignore me until the very end. The two girls run off toward the storeroom, enthralled by the promise of delicious food. Forget it. They'll be gone soon enough anyway. For now, let's see if Miri is good at cooking as she is at cleaning. Wait, sorry, is my mic on?
Yeah,
there we go.
You're good.
Yum, 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 blah, 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 blah. So good. Princess, you have outdone yourself.
I watch on with both caution and amazement as Fu eats her fill. I'm guessing ramen. Given a bowl full of canned another cat foods, all either steamed or stewed to perfection by Miri. Fuyu hasn't put her bowl down once. I want to tell her to use cutlery, but at this point, I'm afraid to interrupt. From the beginning, Fuyu has either lowering her face to the bowl, or lifting the bowl to her face. The fact that Miri brought out spoons has apparently failed to register. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. This girl was subjected to the same terrain and conditions as Miri. It makes sense that she'd be famished. Maybe I should offer her my bowl as well. The moment I place a hand on my bowl.
Oh, Rouge, you're going to eat as well?
No, oh no, I was just...
It's okay, they're all foods from your storeroom, so it should definitely suit a human palate.
That's not really what's holding me back.
It's really good, I promise. I'm actually quite pleased with how this meal turned out, and I would love for you to try it and give me your feedback.
I don't know.
Look, I'll make it easy for you. You don't even have to raise your hand. Just say, ah!
Are you really gonna be doing
Here
the training?
comes the airplane!
Miri uses her spoon, the one she's been eating with until now, to scoop some of the food in my bowl. Meow.
Meow.
It's fine, really. Like I said before, I'm not hungry.
Bruh.
Ah!
No, I just said...
Bruh.
Ah!
I love it so much.
Sighing eternally, I finally get it. The moment I do, Miri happily places her spoon in my mouth, at which point I close my lips and trap the spoon's contents. Well, the airplane has landed. I chew the soft, warm mush, which doesn't really need to be chewed at all, and then swallow.
How was it? Did you like it?
It's better than my cooking. Yeah, it's good.
So I actually looked at the guide just to be sure, and there's only like 2 to 3 choices that actually matter, so...
I see.
But I'll let you know when we get to that point.
It's definitely much better than anything I know how to make.
Really? You don't say.
It's kind of vexing to think that someone I'd initially thought of as a savage can cook human cuisine better than I can. Oh well, when you live in a place like this, it's the nutrition and warmth that matter, not the taste.
Ignorant human, did you actually doubt the princess's skills? Cooking is just one of the many skills expected to be drilled into the future mate of our next pack leader.
I could kick her out. I could kick her. I could kick.
No!
Is she being kind of sassy?
She is very sassy.
Mirari turns away as Fuyu casually reveals her situation. Whoa, hold on a second. Mira, you were taught to cook so that you could please your future mate?
That's right. It's Mirari's responsibility to...
Mira hurriedly covers Fuyu's mouth before she can say anything else.
What a matter of nonsense are you spouting, Fuyu? I cook because I enjoy watching others eat my cooking, that's all. If I planned on mating with the next alpha male, I wouldn't have ran away in the first place.
Mary's words intrigue me, but I decide not to pry.
There's drama!
Whatever has happened to these 2 girls until this is none of my business. And if Mira would have rather run away from home than find a mate, that is completely up to her. I'm just kind of stranger who took pity on a near-death young girl. What she does with the life I saved is not for me to decide.
That's right.
Aww. I love that CG, it's so cute.
It is. Seriously? Don't you think you should at least wait for the food to settle first?
So full. You should eat more too.
I already ate plenty, thank you. No, it was nothing compared to what the 2 of you ate.
Listen, us wolf girls are ravenous, okay? You gotta feed us a lot.
Shortly after the 3 of us finished eating, Mary and Fuyu both let out big yawns and curled next to one another on the couch. Sharing their body warmth as I imagined they would often do out in snow, 2 girls snuggle up close to one another with looks of contentment on their faces. Sheesh. I want to tell them off for going to sleep right after eating, but when I look at them both like this... Without raising it, I begin to smile. Just yesterday I found Mary on the floor, cold and shivering as she narrowly avoided death. Then today, Fuyu suddenly barged into my cabin. She's been running her mouth all day, and we haven't enjoyed a moment of her silence since she arrived. But for now, if only temporary, the 2 girls seem to be at peace. Sleeping soundly, comforted by the presence of her partner, the two wolf girls looked like a pair of young pups, clinging to one another in an unfamiliar environment. Previously afraid for the other's safety, they have now found one another once more and can finally be at ease. I suppose I can let Fuyu stay for tonight as well. I feel bad trying to separate the two of them now. Besides, I've been alone out here for a long time now. A day or two in the company of these girls shouldn't kill me. I enter my bedroom for a moment and open the closet. A few seconds later, I return with a blanket in my arms, which I use to cover the girls.
Hello.
Even if you leave this cabin tomorrow, for tonight, you two are my guests. So, sleep well. Resisting the urge to ruffle the girls' hair as they sleep, I return to the kitchen with our bowls and utensils to clean up.
I am doing okay. How are you doing?
For now, I'll let the girls rest, and tomorrow, we'll see what awaits us.
I'm good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. We are playing Wolf Tales. Unfortunately, Twitch, for some reason, doesn't have this as a category yet. For whatever reason. So I just set it as just chatting, but we are playing Wolf Tales.
Hope you're enjoying yourself on the stream.
Yeah.
I wake up bright and early as the morning sun lights up my room. In spite of the hellish blizzard from 2 days ago, it seems that the weather has begun to clear up, and the freezing cold is becoming more tolerable by the day.
It's really cute so far. I really like it.
At this rate, I'll soon be able to go outside without overdressing. Filled with optimistic thoughts, I leave my bedroom and return to the main living area. The moment I enter a room, a strong odor reaches my nose. I instantly turn to look towards the kitchen.
Come on! Isn't it done yet? No matter how many times you ask, breakfast isn't going to be ready any quicker. If you're looking for something to do, why don't you go wake up Rouge? I'd rather smother her in her sleep. Ouch!
Just you try it, little brat. See what happens.
There's enough sass to go around here.
Yeah?
Fuyu jumps back in surprise as she suddenly hears my voice directly behind her.
Oh, Rouge! You're awake! Just in time. Breakfast will be ready shortly. Please take a seat. I'll bring the food out when it's ready.
Okay. Okay. I'll leave it to you then.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Having no intention of stopping Nori while she's cooking, I do as she suggests and sit down on the couch.
Grr. Miserable human preying on the princess's kind nature.
Oh, shut up. It's not like I asked her to cook me breakfast or anything.
Damn.
Besides, you seem pretty eager to take advantage of her kindness yourself. Just a second ago, you were sitting on the floor with your tail wagging like a dog waiting for its master to feed it.
A dog? You're comparing me to a dog?
Well, yeah, that is what you look like.
Blasphemy.
Besides, dogs and wolves are pretty much the same. Wait, that's actually kind of racist. Wait, hang on.
How could you say that to me?
No, I would never say that to you.
Blasphemy!
No, Heavy, I would never.
Do not insult me, human! Oh, hello, Kitty has returned. Welcome back. Wolves are nothing like dogs!
I smirk to myself as I enjoy Fuyu's reactions.
She's just a tsundere, actually.
Oh? How so? I thought dogs and wolves were descendants of the same ancestors.
doesn't mean we're the same. You wouldn't mix up a human and a monkey, would you? Dogs are pitiful, subservient creatures who know only how to bow before human beings. Wolves, on the other hand, are proud hunters who don't need the help of any other race to survive. They're also, like, 20 times bigger than dogs.
Here. So a proud, independent creature like a wolf would never do something like, I don't know, sleep in a human's cabin and eat their food. Louise's face contorts in displeasure. Her claims of independence hold little weight at the moment given our current predicament.
That's different.
Is it?
Is it, though? Is it different? Well, what about you?
Me?
Yeah, what are you even doing out here? This is no place for a human being to live, let alone a human female. What, were you exiled or something? Is this your punishment? Were you caught doing something heinous and banished from society forever? Yeah, that must be it. You did something unforgivable and you were sent out here to live the rest of your days in solitude. How could I have missed this before? Now I feel in danger just being in the same room as you.
I look with panic across Fugu's face as she slowly backs away from me. Would you please stop smearing my good name?
We swear Rouge is an amazing person.
I moved out here on my own free will because I don't get along well with other people, that's it.
Hello.
Hearing my explanation, Fugu stops backing away and begins to look at me with her eyes filled with curiosity.
You don't like other humans?
That's the short version, yeah.
Then what about us?
You and Murray. Murray? You nods.
You let us both into your home.
You forced your way into my home.
And you haven't tried to kick us out or anything. Is having us here causing you distress?
Not particularly.
Yes. Yes, I am so distressed right now.
No, I am not evil.
Yeah.
I almost reply yes without thinking, but
see?
The Watheads! Fugu's puppy dog eyes kick in once more.
Oh, hello.
Looking at her pitiful, pleading eyes, I can't bring myself to call her a nuisance. I don't know. It's a bit weird to have you two here, but it's not the same feeling I get when I'm around other people. Honestly, I'm having a hard time thinking of you as a person. She really does seem more like a mischievous puppy than a rebellious young woman. Maybe it's because I like animals, but I guess two aren't so bad. That's just my impression so far, though. Given another few days, I might think quite differently.
Is that so?
You analyzes my answer. My answer can really. She doesn't appear to be particularly invested in my answer, nor does it bring her any joy. Her question was posed out of curiosity with no ulterior motive.
Well, I wouldn't worry about you changing your mind. After all, the princess and I won't be staying long enough for you to get sick of our company. No matter how warm it is here, we must return to our pack as soon as possible.
That works for me. A couple of nights is more than enough. I've done my good deed for the year. Now I just want to be left alone.
I've done my good deed, everybody.
I'm not in agreement with Fuyu's statement. I understand. I won't try to stop you from returning to your pack. As soon as the two of you are ready to leave, I'll see you off.
Okay, princess, it's time to go.
Fuyu? What are you talking about?
Please don't play dumb, princess. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You've had your fun, now it's time that we return to our pack.
Already? But we only just...
That's my point. We must leave now before we grow accustomed to this lifestyle. Relying on humans is no good, princess. We must return to our own kind.
Once the three of us have finished eating our breakfast, Fuyu wastes no time before making good on her promise.
Damn, she's like, let's get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Ew. Sorry, my mic thing is moving. Stop it.
You're good.
Stop moving. Okay.
The satisfied smile ended of a full belly disappears from her face, replaced by a serious expression and tone of voice to match.
Do we have to go back no matter what? I quite like it here and...
Princess?
Fuyu grabs Mary by the shoulder.
Do not be selfish. You have troubled this human girl enough as it is, not to mention the worry you have no doubt caused our kin. It is time for us to return.
But I...
Mary turns away from Fuyu and casts me a sidelong glance.
It's okay if I stay here a while longer, isn't it, Rouge?
Princess?
I won't cause any trouble or do anything you tell me not to. I'll cook and clean and I'll help out as much as I can. So please.
Princess?
I avert my gaze as Mary begins to plead. No matter the reason for her desperation, I can't afford to let her stay. My supplies were only enough to last me through winter. There's also the ethical question of my interfering in half-human affairs. Plus, Fuyu said it herself, Mary's family and her friends are waiting for her. Her place is with them, not here with me. Mary.
Please, Rouge, just let me...
I place my index finger on Mary's soft lips. Mary, don't you think you've worried your family enough as it is? You belong with the rest of your pack.
I understand.
Mary gives up without a fight, and I quickly shut her down.
Damn.
And this is sad. Mary gives up without a fight.
Oh, you already said that one. You're good.
Her eyes downcast as she slowly trudges towards the door, not looking back even once.
Thank you for not making this difficult, Rouge. Mary may act defiant at times, but she's a reasonable person. Hearing you tell her to go home should be enough.
Yeah. No problem. Feeling about turning Mary down, I find it hard to look Fuyu in the eye. As my eyes wander around the cabin, I suddenly realize something. Oh, hold on a sec. I take a pair of coats off the coat rack and present them to Fuyu. Here, take these. It's cold out there. You'll need to stay warm. We're about the same size. And my response to offer Fuyu shakes her head.
I appreciate your kindness, but I'll have to decline. Our tolerance for the cold is significantly greater than that of humans. If anything less than a blizzard, garments such as those will only get in our way.
Oh. I see. I take another look at the outfits Mary and Fuyu are wearing. Indeed, there's no way I would dare to dress so sparingly out here. Nor would any normal girl. If those two are comfortable while wearing so little, they must indeed have a far greater tolerance for the cold than I do. I do.
Yeah. Me too. Happy Wolfy pata patas. Let me find the pata patas. The pata 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 patas. Happy pata patas. And the tea time. We gotta do the tea time, everybody. Happy hydrate.
If those two are comfortable while wearing so little, they must have indeed have a far greater tolerance for— oh wait, shit,
Yeah, I haven't pressed that yet, sorry.
In that case, I guess this is goodbye. Maybe I'll see you two again someday?
Don't count on it.
Aww.
We live on the other side of this mountain. Were it not for the snowstorm, we would have never met to begin with. This should be our final farewell.
Confidently asserting so, Fuyu turns her back on me and heads towards the door. As she does so, however... Mary no longer seems ready to leave. Mary? Mary's eyes shift back and forth. It seems like she wants to say something to me, but can't quite bring herself to speak.
Come along, princess. Let us not delay our departure any further.
At Booyah's command, Mary lowers her head and walks along obediently.
Oh.
Mary's... Oh, I feel bad! Mary slowly unlocks the door, then regretfully sets foot outside, gently pushed along by her dear friend. Moments later, the door slams shut, and at last, I'm all alone once more.
Well, now it feels lonely!
I know! For the next hour or so, I find myself wandering around the cabin
Hello, kitty.
aimlessly. Having already slept and eaten, there's honestly very little remaining that I need to do. I have enough supplies to last for a while, yet it's too cold outside to think about working, and my hobbies are all type to be enjoyed while resting idly. But simply, I'm bored. Solitude may be its own reward, but the cost at which it comes is clear. There's nothing to do out here during the colder months. Even when things warm up, the choices can't compare to those available in the city. At least with those two wolf girls around, things are a bit more lively. Other people are a nuisance, but a pet could be just what I need. That being said, what kind of pet would be suitable out here in the middle of nowhere like this?
Oh,
Oh shit!
I don't like that sound.
Me neither. Giving myself something to think about, I decide to turn on the radio in the kitchen. After adjusting frequency and waiting for a while, I'm able to receive the weather forecast, which paints a rather placid picture. Maybe I should go out and get some water until it's still mild outside. The weather can change at the drop of a hat, so it never hurts to have a surplus. I grab my coat and head for the door, resolving myself to be slightly more active than usual. Before this pleasant weather change for the worst, I'm going to sure out my supplies, just as any prudent survivor would should.
Here comes the snow!
Oh no!
Not again.
Who the hell thought it would be a good idea to fetch water? Everything has turned to sludge out there. The entire landscape has changed since before the snowstorm. I hurry to close the door behind me as I return from gathering water. Unfortunately, my trip proves fairly fruitless, as the spring which I usually gather drinking water at has been temporarily blocked off. The snowstorm has shifted the terrain, making my usual routes either inaccessible or far more dangerous than usual. Screw it, I'll just stay inside after all. It may be boring to stay indoors all day, but at least it's safe. Still shivering slightly, I regretfully remove my coat and flop down on the couch. Covering myself with a blanket, the same one I used to cover the two sleeping wolf girls yesterday, I settle myself and try to make myself comfortable. Let's see now, where did I put the remote? If it isn't within arm's reach, I'm not getting up to look for it.
Mood.
Oh, yeah. I look around in the immediate vicinity of the couch. Unfortunately, the remote is nowhere to be seen. It's probably still in the kitchen from where I last watched the TV while cooking. I guess I'll just sit here then. What a fun person I am.
Ah, there it is again.
I hate that noise. As I sit in silence, I notice a faint sound. It sounds like a voice, but it's too quiet for me to understand what they're saying. Oh great, now I'm hearing things. Maybe I've lived out here for too long after all. I try to ignore the voice by focusing my mind elsewhere. However, the voice doesn't disappear, it seems to cut in and out. with an ample static cropping up in between words.
Somebody on the radio?
What the heck could that... Oh, right, the radio. I honestly rise to my feet, turn towards the kitchen where I have left the radio turned on. Seeing how it's battery powered, I figured I'd better turn it off if I'm not using it. Before I can do so, I hear something ominous from the other end of the radio. Bad weather, incoming, screech, and I hate that tag. Avalanche last night, paths have changed, advising caution. Phew, it was worse than I thought, huh? Now I'm definitely not going outside. I turn the radio off and grab the TV remote, which is sitting on the kitchen counter. I then return to the living room and sit down on the couch, remote in hand. Okay now, where were we? Yes, let's find something to watch, shall we?
Netflix, yes!
Yeah!
Yeah,
Now,
man.
what did I start watching? I started watching last time. It was Netflix. Before I turned on the television, I go to wrap myself in a blanket I had used to cover myself just a moment.
I actually was watching the new season of Loki on Disney Plus. That's the last thing I watched.
Oh yeah. Well, I was watching Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one.
Second I go to do so, however, I feel a chill run down my spine. Oh shit. Girls. They wouldn't know about the avalanche last night, or the bad weather that's about to hit. I better go find them.
Well, you gotta read the text first.
If I get caught up in the find their path back home has been blocked off. Those crows might be... I better go find them. Hell, how can I sit back and relax and know those girls might be in danger? I can watch TV at any time. For now, I got a couple girls to track down.
I am gonna say that is the right answer. There's a bad answer, which is the other one.
Oh, so I did click the right one.
You did the right one.
Covered in several layers, I head out into the frozen wasteland before me in search to frozen girls. Two wolf girls. Fuck. Can't.
They probably are frozen, actually. You're probably right.
Upon starting my drive, I quickly realized that the cold is the least of my worries. As I noted earlier, and the radio confirmed, all the usual scenery has changed since I last ventured outside. Yeah. Familiar landmarks are gone, paths have been blocked off, and solid ground has been replaced by sleet.
Are you sure you should be driving in that, though?
I could do Deja Vu. I could do Tokyo Drift.
Deja vu! I've just been at
I just been at this place before. Higher on the street.
And I know it's my time to go.
Oh, at the moon, at the searches of mysteries.
Yes.
If I'm not careful, I might get lost or stuck or drift.
Or drift.
Deja vu. Okay, now, where would those two girls have gone? I never been to the other side of the mountain, but if memory serves, I felt a vague recollection. I have the map I purchased when I first moved out here. The actual pathways have obviously changed since then, but my memory gives me at least a hint to the direction in which I should be heading. Now then, if I remember correctly, it should be this road here. Or at least it was, back when there was a road.
Ooh, that's such a pretty
country
track.
stuff. It is. Came to a stop as the road I'm following appears to end abruptly. A few hundred feet in front of me, where there would generally be a road, there is a huge pile of snow. From my point of view, it's impossible to bypass. Oh man, I guess the road is blocked after all. Maybe there's a path or something I can't see from here. If I move in a bit closer... I force myself to get out of the truck, shivering as the blizzard rages. My legs may be weary, but my stomach is full. My body is warm. Those girls are out there. I'm going to find them.
Hell yeah.
Mary! Boo! Are you two out here? Mary! Boo! I call out the girls' names as I head closer to the obstructed pathway. I near the wall snow. A vague figure appears up ahead. Squinting, I discern the identity of the being in front of me. Mary? Are you?
Rouge?
Boo! Hearing Boo's surprised explanation, I rushed over to the figure up ahead. Once I get closer, I realize that it's not Boo. Mary is with her too. However...
Rouge, please help me. Mary suddenly collapsed while we were walking, so I carried her myself, but the path is...
I know, most of the paths have changed, or have been blocked off. You won't be able to get through here. Not today.
But then what do we do? Mary's unconscious, she needs somewhere warm to rest, and something to eat, and...
Calm down, Fuyu. If you panic, you're just going to make things even harder on yourself. For the time being, you're both coming back to my cabin. I'll help you carry Mary back there. We'll make sure to keep her nice and warm.
No, but we couldn't possibly...
I wasn't asking!
Yeah!
I'll take one arm, you take one arm, I'll take the other, got it?
Yes, I understand. If it's for the princess, then...
Fuyu comes to her senses and grabs hold of Mary tightly. I do the same and grab Mary's other arm, wrapping her arm around my shoulders. Like so, Fuyu and I begin to carry the unconscious princess back to my truck, braving the hellish blizzard once more.
Ooh. Back to the cabin!
Through great exertion and with much difficulty, I managed to bring Mary and Fuyu back to my cabin safe and sound. While the two girls aren't injured, it seemed
my bad. Hold on. Can I... No. Can I pull up the... No, I didn't mean to skip it. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Fuyu is sick with worry and clearly overexerting herself, but otherwise appears to be fine. How's Mary doing? Any change? In response to my question, Fuyu shakes her head.
Still nothing. Princess won't wake up at all.
Ah, too bad. Oh well, just give her some time and she'll be okay.
I hope so.
Fuyu sulks as she shrugs off my optimism. It seems that her concern for her friend is not as so easily dismissed. You know, Mary was far worse. It was in far worse shape when I found her. As long as she's kept warm and given a chance to rest, I think she'll definitely pull through. For the time being. Positioning myself directly behind Fuyu, I place one hand on the girl's head. I'm more worried about you, Fuyu.
Me? How would you be worried about me?
Is it really so strange? You were out here and there in the blizzard too, you know. You even wound up carrying Mary all by yourself before I got there, not to mention the panic and stress you would have been suffering from. So how are you holding up? Do you need anything, Fuyu? Is there something I can do for you?
Don't be absurd. Your concern is entirely unnecessary, human.
Fuyu pouts and turns away with a red ting on her cheeks.
You should focus your attention on Mirari instead. She's the important one here, not me. I would have gladly given my life if it meant bringing her back home, safe and sound.
I begin to rub Fuyu's head while chuckling to myself. So what you're saying is, you're so concerned for your friend's happiness that you'd give up your own life in order for her to achieve it.
That isn't what I said.
I just don't want the pack to suffer because of that girl's selfish whims, that's all.
Yes, I understand. I get to pet Fuyu as she sulks. Despite her unusual temperament, she doesn't push away my hand away, nor does she appear to dislike the contact. If she weren't so proud, she might actually be given to the feelings and bleed in closer. But you know, Fuyu, as great as it is to be loyal, you shouldn't put so little importance on your own life. Just as your pack misses Mary, I'm sure they miss you too. And I know for a fact that if you were gone, Mary would be devastated. So don't throw away your life, okay? Take care of yourself, just as you take care of Mary.
Yeah.
After a long night of watching Fuyu fuss over Miri, I eventually turn in for the night and go to bed. Convincing Fuyu to do the same proves surprisingly difficult. She's adamant about being there for Miri and doesn't want to leave her side. It isn't until I convey to Fuyu the expected time at which Miri will awaken, a complete lie on my part, that Fuyu finally agrees to rest. She snuggles up next to Miri, just as when they slept on the couch together previously, and before long, Fuyu was sound asleep. Sheesh, those two really are a handful. Maybe I should get a pet after all. Looking after those two is already tiring enough. Well, I guess I better go to see how the two are doing. If I'm lucky, maybe they'll have slept in. Despite my optimism, the very first thing I see upon entering the living room is the sight of Fuyu towering over Miri.
I mean it. I'm feeling much better now. Really, I can get up on my own. I don't care if you're feeling better. No means no. You're gonna stay in bed and rest, got it? No, but what about breakfast? I'll make breakfast. You just keep resting until I bring your portion over to you. Would that really be alright? You haven't received the same training that I have. Don't you worry about me. It'll be a piece of cake. How hard can human cuisine be anyway? Rouge can make it, and there's no way someone like me won't be able to.
Oh, really? That's quite the declaration there. I have a stuttering problem.
Okay. You're doing your best. Pata pata pata.
Fuyu freezes up for a moment. She hears my voice. With great hesitation, Fuyu slowly turns her head until she's looking at me out of the corner of her eye.
Rouge, how long have you been standing there?
Long enough to hear you promise that you'll be making us all breakfast? Do you need me to show you where the storeroom is?
Well...
Fuyu averts her gaze as she tries to avoid my question. Seems that this rowdy wolf girl doesn't possess her princess's knowledge of such things after all.
Rouge!
Before I can tease Fuyu any further, Miri calls out to me in a surprisingly assertive voice. Yes, Miri?
Rouge, I apologize.
Huh?
Princess?
Fuyu and I both stare at Miri in a surprise as she hangs her head.
Even after you told me to leave, even after I resolved myself to stop relying on your kindness, here I am once again. I've burned you once more, forcing you to take care of me even after you've already done so much for me. I just want you to know that this is it. As soon as I'm able, I will leave this cabin and never come back. I will not bother you ever again. Princess.
Despite the fact that Miri is now agreeing to leave without a fight, even Fuyu can't accept her downhearted proclamation. If Miri had been able to declare with a smile on her face that would return to her pack, I would wish her well. Fuyu would be happily lead her along, the duo would return home, and that would be the end of it. Given Miri's current state of mind, however, think before you speak, Miri. If you say something that stupid, there's no way I'm gonna let you leave.
Rouge?
Listen to me, Mary. This is twice now that you've almost died because you've gone out unprepared. The weather's been unpredictable lately. Paths have changed and the half of the snow underfoot is unstable. I'm not gonna be held responsible for you running off to your death, Mary. So, until I say otherwise, you two are staying right here with me. Got it?
You mean that? We can stay?
I nod in confirmation.
Princess, did you hear that? We can stay! We can stay here after all! Oh, this is such a relief.
Yes, Princess, I'm happy for you, Princess. If you must linger a while for the sake of your recovery, then I have no choice but to keep you company. She's such a tsundere.
I know. Two girls join hands and bounce on their heels, wearing expressions of joy as they do. Contrary to Fuyu's words, it seems that she just believed as Mirari. You're so transparent, Fuyu. Can you just honestly say that you don't know how to get home and you're afraid of putting Mirari in danger again? Talking to myself, I move closer to the two girls. Remember this. This is just until the weather clears up and you're able to make your way back home. I'll be listening to the radio every day for any mention of the snow being cleared away or the weather improving.
Understood. We shan't overstay our welcome a second time. When the time is right, we'll leave without a fuss.
Will it ever be right, though? I mean...
Good point. By the time noon has rolled around, the weather at Cena has improved. Not to the point, at least I have any confidence to make any longer trek, but at the very least, it seems as though I was able to scout out the area. Alright, I should take this opportunity to check out the new landscape. And particularly, I'll see if the path we were taking yesterday has cleared up at all. After confirming on the radio that the weather is set to remain unchanged for the rest of the day, I'll begin to put on my boots and coats. My boot and coat.
Rouge? Where are you going?
Oh, Mirari. I was just going out to check out the terrain, now that the weather has stabilized for a bit. I'll be back before long.
I'll come with you.
No, you won't. I gently flick Mirari on the forehead as to punish her for saying something unreasonable. You just stay put and recover. I don't want you to overexerting yourself.
But I can't just continue to leech off your kindness like this. I need to make myself useful. It's the least I can do considering everything you're doing for me.
I appreciate your feelings, but if you come with me and you faint again, you're only going to cause more trouble.
Ooh.
Mary sulks as I point out that major flaw in your offer without hesitation. Listen, I know it's kind of rude to ask this of a sick person. I'm not implying that this is all good, you're good for or anything, but if you're really itching for something to do, why don't you clean up for a bit or make lunch for when I get back? Only if you're feeling up to it, of course.
Yes, absolutely. It would be my pleasure, Rouge. Thank you.
No, you really don't need to thank me for assigning me chores. Without wasting a moment, Mary skips over to the storeroom where I keep all my cleaning supplies. It seems the specter of illness means nothing to Mary after all. Dressed suitably, I head out into the snow. As I go to close the door behind me, however, I feel something block my way.
Hey, watch it, Rouge!
Oh, I'm sorry, Fuyu. Fuyu pushes past me at the time I close the door for real. Wait a minute. What are you doing out here, Fuyu?
What? Do I need your permission to go outside?
Well, no, I guess not. But given the timing, it's like you were following.
You're going to check out the terrain, aren't you? To see what's changed and where you can get through? If you're going to try to reach our den, then you'll need a guide, and I can hardly allow the princess to go given her current condition.
I never said anything about visiting your den. Fine, you can come along. Just don't get too far. Ahead.
There she goes! See you later!
Fuyu runs off before I can finish speaking. Oh well, if she lives this lively, it shouldn't be a problem. Besides, I was planning on checking out the path those girls took yesterday. I guess the only change of plans is that I'll now be doing it with my company. Following after Fuyu, I soon reached the stretch of nowhere where I found the two girls yesterday. While visibility has certainly improved, the path itself is still blocked off. At a glance, it doesn't seem like there's any way to get through.
Still no good, huh? Maybe if I... No, that won't work.
I hate to break it to you, Fuyu, but it doesn't look like you're gonna be getting through here. Not today, at least.
I know. Even so, I can't just give up and return empty-handed. What would the princess say if I returned without scaring her route home?
She'd probably be relieved. May want to go back as soon as possible, but I get the feeling Nori isn't so keen.
Whether she wants to return or not, the princess understands that we must. As such, it's my duty to ensure that return is made possible.
Well, good luck with that. Unless you have a snow plow handy, I don't think you'll be getting through here anytime soon. So you can't dig your way through.
I love that she's trying, though. Not with that attitude. I love that.
Seriously? At least wait for the snow to melt a bit. Trying to dig through here right now must be like clawing your way through stone.
Don't underestimate the might of... Yeah!
Fuyu suddenly jumps up in fright as some piled snow falls onto her. It seems that Fuyu dig at the base of the snow has caused it to shift under its own weight. Are you alright, Fuyu?
Don't laugh at me, human!
Sorry, it's just the way you shriek like that.
Oh, she's so cute! Look at her.
Whoa! I dodged at the last second as the snowball nearly misses my head. What are you doing, Fuyu? You could have hit me.
That's the point, you fool!
Shh. What? Fuyu's second snowball clipped my shoulder, knocking me off balance. You little...
Yeah, stupid human. That's what you get for making fun of, yeah?
Without rising to my feet, I quickly ball out some snow and hurl it towards Fuyu, just barely missing her torso.
What the heck do you think you're doing?
Throwing a snowball? What does it look like?
You can't do that! I'm the one throwing snow at you!
What are you, a little kid?
Reverse!
I don't need your permission to defend myself. Up.
Yeah! Stop that this instant!
Make me.
Oh.
Oh.
Fine then, we'll see how you like it when I throw a snowball at you.
Well, yeah, that's how this fight started. Whoa. I ducked inside as Fuyu throws another snowball at my head. The moment I correct my posture, Fuyu has already started to ball up another, and she's getting ready to throw it. Sheesh, give me a break. How can you do that so quickly?
Someone who wears those ridiculous things on their heads will never be able to match my speed.
Oh yeah? We'll see about that. Oh!
Yeah, haha, too slow. Should I give you a handicap, human?
Don't underestimate me. Before I realize it, I find myself becoming more and more invested in the outcome of my snowball fight with Fuyu. But what starts as a cheeky bit of fun quickly develops into an intense showdown, with both sides putting in far more effort than one would expect. As strange as it may seem, I'm actually having fun. spending every day out here, struggling to stay warm and keeping my supplies up. Sometimes I forget about the upsides of being surrounded by snow. When was the last time I even thought about having a snowball fight, or making snow angels, or engaging in any of those fun, yet childish activities? Maybe the place doesn't have to be barren wasteland. I always think of it as after all.
Yeah, missed me.
Stop moving!
Not gonna happen.
But you turns around and wiggles her butt in my direction, mocking me. At the moment, I reveal a second snowball hidden behind my back and throw it as quickly as I can.
Yeah!
Gotcha!
Oh, did you have to throw it there? The snow is dripping in my pants. It's really cold.
So wear proper clothing next time. It's not my fault you're dressed like that. Booyah dances around trying to shift the snow that has trickled under her clothes. A few small pieces of snow fall out, but judging by the expression on her face, there's still more to come. Chains.
What? What are you doing? Can't you see I'm preoccupied?
That's exactly what makes it such a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, stop it!
Make me.
Yeah, ha ha ha.
Despite her complaints, Booyah laughs at happily as she dodges my opportunistic onslaught. Dodging while simultaneously removing snow from under her clothes, Booyah displays dexterity only I can dream of possessing.
And there, that's the last of it. You better prepare yourself now, Rouge.
Grinning from ear to ear, a playful smile adorns Booyah's face as her hurriedly begins to create another snowball. You better prepare yourself.
Prepare
No matter
yourself.
what you say, it's clear to me that she's having fun. Booyah may be abrasive and direct, but it looks like she even has a fun side. She's also pretty cute when she smiles, and it's evident that she cares deeply about Miravi. My first impression of Booyah might have been wrong after all. If Booyah were just a little bit more honest and a little less defensive, she might actually make a good housemate.
AKA waifu material. Wah, 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 wah.
Upon returning to the cabin, Booyah and I were greeted by the delicious smell of home cooking. Awaiting us in the kitchen is Mary, who seems to have finished cooking as we return.
Oh, Biko, thank you so much for the bits. Happy Biko biddies.
Without wasting any time, Mary greets the two of us, places 3 bowls on the table, and invites us over to eat.
This is so good. Nothing like a hot meal after playing around in the snow. Playing around? I thought the two of you were going to check the terrain.
No, I wasn't playing exactly. It was more like a grudge match.
A grudge match? Between who?
Relax, Mary. That's just Booyah acting tough. We were having a snowball fight. That's...
Enough out of you!
Booyah covers my mouth in a fluster. Unfortunately for Booyah, she's already far too late.
A snowball fight? How marvelous! Oh, how I wish I could have joined you.
I pull Booyah's hand away from my mouth and smile wearily at Miravi. Sorry, we didn't mean to go off and have fun without you.
Oh no, I'm not blaming you. In fact, I'm pleased to see the two of you getting along so well.
Getting along? Who's getting along? I was simply defending my honor, that's all.
You were getting your ass handed to you.
Well... Please, you were begging for mercy, little girl. Blech.
Booyah sticks her tongue out towards me, then returns to eating her lunch. Sighing in defeat, I pick up my fork and start to do the same. After taking a few bites, I realize that I am being watched. As I raise my head, I find that Mary still isn't eating, Instead, she's simply watching me eat with a satisfied look on her face. Aren't you gonna eat as well? It can't be that interesting to just watch us eat.
Oh, but it is! Brings me great joy to watch others enjoy my cooking.
Is that right? Do you cook for others often?
No, I'm afraid not. I've been practicing for years, but it's rare for me to get the chance to feed anyone.
Oh, right. You said something about undergoing training before. But if you never get the opportunity to put your skills to use, what's the point in training?
They will be put to use.
Really? When will that...
Seconds!
Before I can finish speaking, we thrust her bowl between Nori and I. And as I glance at the bowl, I realize that there's still amount of food left on the bottom, and Fuyo's chewing as she speaks.
Oh, yes, right away. Gosh, Fuyu, you're never full, are you? Nope. I need all of the energy I can in order to do my job. So feed me well, princess. It's for your own benefit. Of course, I'll get right on that.
Watching the conveniently timed interaction between the two, I realize that Nori doesn't want to talk about the subject we were discussing any further. As for my part, I'm happy to drop the matter. I don't need to know every aspect of these girls' lives. If there are things they don't want to tell me, that's perfectly fine.
Exactly.
As long as the three of us can get along together, the finer details can be happily forgotten. Shortly after the girls and I finish eating, I sit down with the two of them and face them with a serious look on my face. For all my optimistic thoughts about the three of us getting along without sweating the details, there is one matter which we must still discuss. Alright girls, it's time to talk about your plan.
Our plan? Our plan for what?
Both wolf girls tilt their heads in unison at my vague question. Your plan to get home. It may not be possible to get through right now, but you're going to need some kind of idea how to get home. I mean, I won't tell you to get out right this minute, but sure you aren't planning on staying here forever.
Of course not. Who would want to stay in this human cabin? Rest assured, princess, I'll find a way to get us back home in no time. Is it really necessary for us to go back? Let's see. I only know the one path over to the side of the mountain, but there are sure to be others. I guess I should start to go scouting for a little while each day and familiarize myself with the area. Human, how well do you know this area?
A week ago, I would have said I knew it well after the weather we have recently had, but I can't really say.
So the human is useless, as expected. I guess it's up to me after all.
You're quite a rude little girl, you know that? Though I guess I'm oftentimes not much better. Paying no mind to Mary's sullen mood, Fuyu and I continue to talk about the landscape around us, surrounding us, and possible paths back to the girls' den. Unfortunately, our talk is for naught. With so much having changed in such a short period of time, my knowledge of the area is useless, and so is my map. For the time being, all we can do is sit tight. As night rolled around, I decided it's time to take a bath. Thankfully, while drinking water isn't exactly abundant out here, there's no shortage of water suitable for bathing. Grab some snow, wait for it to melt, filter it, and you have a cold shower. Alright, I'm going in for a bath. Don't do anything bad while I'm busy bathing.
What are you accusing us of? Just go and clean yourself already, smelly human.
Well, I can't say I didn't ask for that.
Ooh. That's a fancy bathroom.
I like this. Having grabbed a change of clothes and a towel, I head into the bathroom. I run the water for a few seconds in order to give it time to warm up. While it's doing that, I strip down and prepare to enter the bathtub. warm bath in the middle of a frozen wasteland. As far as a guilty pleasure goes, this one's pretty hard to beat. I sink into the bathtub and let out a deep sigh as the water slowly covers more and more of my body. Once the water is up to my breasts, I turn the tap off and lay back. Come to think of it, I wonder if the girls use baths like this. Mary seems to know her way around the house, so it wouldn't surprise me if she did. You, on the other hand, I could tell you see yourself licking yourself clean in the middle of the living room. But I do not picture that. Don't picture either of those things. Those girls are guests in this house. I can't be thinking of them that way. My expression falls as I think about the girls' situation. Well, I'm willing to let them stay with me. It's just for a little while. I understand that I'm ultimately doing them no favors. If I kick them out now, they're likely to freeze to death or die of starvation. But if I let them stay too long, they'll wind up getting used to life here, and they'll become unable to rejoin their pack. This is surprisingly a delicate matter.
Oh.
Or I can sink too deeply into my own thoughts as an unexpected sound reaches my ears. As I turn to see what the cause of the disturbance of what I find is...
Oh, she's gonna wash our back for us.
Nori? Nori averts her gaze as she walks towards me, clad in nothing but a towel. Instantly, I cover my breasts and turn away in a flurry. Even if we're both girls, it's still embarrassing to have my body be seen like this.
I'm too gay for this!
I'm so gay. However, as Mary draws closer, I find myself steadily stealing glances at her. Mary, what are you doing in here? If you want to take a bath, you can do so after I finish. I lean forward in order to cover up as Mary continues to come closer. The moment I do, Mary slips into the bath.
Oh no!
Me, resting her soft body against my back.
I'm too gay! Stop!
Mary?
I know this isn't much, but please.
Finally, Mary speaks. The next moment, she pulls her body back, and I can instead feel her delicate hands gently rubbing my back.
I do not possess your strength, Rouge, nor do I share Fu's wit or courage. I don't know this side of the mountain well. Even if I did want to go back home, I wouldn't be of much help. Seems like no matter what I do, I'm just a nuisance.
As Mary voices her frustration, she begins to rub harder.
That's why if there's anything I can do, please don't hesitate to ask. Cooking, cleaning, washing your body for you, if something that's within my power, I'll do it.
Mary. My heart sinks as I contemplate Mary's words. Even without knowing the full story behind Mary's current situation, I'm aware of just how powerless she feels.
She's such a precious little cinnamon roll. I love her.
Like you.
Meow. Like you.
Okay.
Okay. The lesbian reverse card.
But you can't do that.
Yes, I can.
Oh. Okay. In the short time that she's been here, all I've heard from Mary is how she appreciates what I've done for her, and now she doesn't want to leave. She really isn't making it easy for me to evict her. Mary, I'm glad you feel that way, but you really don't need to go this far.
Go this far? I don't understand. All I'm doing is washing your back. Is that strange? Fu and I wash one another all the time.
Yes, but you've known each other for a long time, and
I'm gay as fuck, okay?
Yeah, okay. This kind of thing is...
Hmm?
Mary tilts her head with a smile on her face. It seems like bathing with a near stranger is an extreme of an act for a wolf lord as it is for me. Maybe bathing together is some kind of half-wolf custom? Just because it isn't common for humans, that doesn't mean there's something weird about it. Alright. Do as you please.
Yes, thank you very much.
No, you really don't need to go so far as to thank me. Smiling from ear to ear, Miri picks up a bar of soap, laps her hands, and begins to rub my back once more. While she's rubbing my back
Oh,
with her bare
no.
hands, I occasionally feel something else slap against my back.
Oh no.
Heavy but soft, but the feeling only lasts for an instant, but it seems like a very few seconds. The sensation reappears once more. This is no good. She's trusting me here, and I'm getting turned on.
I'm too gay for this.
I've got to get a grip and distract myself.
You got the nosebleed Pico, right?
Yeah. So, Marie,
What's the weather like outside?
how's the life with the rest of your pack?
It's fine, I guess.
Ignoring my question, Mary proceeds to move into the front of my body. Before I can stop her, the rough material of the sponge caresses over my breasts.
What is that? I've never heard you cry out like that.
Nothing. Painfully embarrassed at my high-pitched shriek earlier, I look down as Miri resumes washing my front. If this continues, I
will pass out from gay panic.
You gay panic? You and Theo seem pretty close. Have you been friends since childhood?
In a way.
Damn it, Mary. I'm trying to strike up a conversation here. For whose sake do you think I'm asking these questions? Doing my best to suppress my growing desires, I pitch a few more topics, all of which Miri shoots down. Thankfully, before long.
Okay, that ought to do it.
You're done?
Uh-huh, your back and shoulders are all nice and clean. All that's left now is the front.
Oh no!
Oh.
I'm good.
Oh, right, let me just... Wait, what?
Do you want me to get up and move to your front, or would you like to turn around?
I'd like to know what the hell's going on. I quickly cover my crotch with my hands as Miri starts to squirm around behind my back.
What are you doing, Rouge? I can't wash your front like this.
You don't need to. You've really done enough already. I'll do it myself. I'll do the front myself, okay? Miri shakes her head.
She's not taking no for an answer.
That won't do. I said that would wash you, did I not? I can't just stop halfway through.
That's my... You shouldn't touch me there unless you're...
Unless I'm what?
Oh no.
Mary's innocence is just too much for me to bear. How can I possibly convey to this girl the magnitude of what she's just proposed?
Fine.
Fine, I understand. I'll give up trying to wash your front for now.
I breathe a sigh of release as Miri takes pity on my poor soul.
My poor soul. My poor gay soul.
However, now that I'm done washing you, it's your turn to do me.
Huh? I turn around to find Miri exposing her back to me. It seems that it's time for me to return Miri's favor by washing her back, just as she washes mine. Okay, I can
Gay panic?
I'm just watching her back, that's all. There's nothing sexual about this. Besides, I've seen Mary's naked body before. This won't be any different than time out when I dressed her. I'll grab some soap, wash Mary's back, and that'll be the end of it. Setting my plan in motion, I grab a bar of soap between my hands, putting it back down, and place my hands on Mary's shoulders.
Yeah?
Sorry, I was just...
No, it's okay. You're just doing what I asked you to. I apologize for scaring you. I was just surprised.
Surprised? I place my hand on Mary's shoulder once more. Mary is shaking slightly but doesn't yelp or move away. Take a deep breath. She tries her best to remain calm as I move my hands lower down her back. My hands tremble as I caress her back. I continue to grow more conscious of the feeling being transmitted back to me. Mary's soft skin, which is more delicate than my own, turns faintly white as my finger presses into her skin.
Ah, that feels good.
Oh no!
You can press a little harder. Don't worry, I'm tougher than I look.
Encouraged, I press the bar of soap into her smooth skin until I've worked up her lather, then I begin to clean her with the sponge. I can't bring myself to look at Mary while I do this. This is bad. If I keep going like this, I'm not going to be able to justify this as a friendly female skinship.
Skinship, that's such a weird word.
Gay.
Gay!
Looking away, I lean forward to clean her as fast as possible while trying to distract myself from wandering mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I pressing too hard after all?
It's not that, it's...
I can feel your chest on my back.
Oh, I look down at my body. I've been trying to avoid looking at Miri so much that I've been unknowingly brushing my breasts against her. I quickly angle myself away. Sorry, I'm not really used to doing this stuff.
No, I wasn't saying it was bad.
Oh no! I don't mind. Pick whatever position works best, Rouge. That's not the right phrase.
A second and gasp as Mary places a gentle, reassuring hand on my leg. The sensation of her soft, unblemished skin, the smell of her already clean body, the sight of her bare skin. Okay, I think that ought to do it. You're all clean now.
Huh? Already? All clean. Get out. I can't.
But you didn't reach my butt yet.
But you didn't even reach my butt yet.
Don't tempt me!
I've already been on the brink of losing here. But no, I think you should do that part yourself. Washing your back is one thing, but any lower than that is a bit. I blush as I avert my gaze. A gay panic.
So washing the lower half is no good?
Exactly.
In that case...
Mary begins to twist her body towards me. Will you just wash my chest next?
Will you wash my chest next?
I try to look away as Mary's bust comes into view. Even though I've seen her make a body before, this current situation is completely different than last time. Mary is neither cold nor shivering. She isn't near death, a mass quivering on my floor. She's a warm, flesh and blood being, asking me to earnestly touch her body. I don't think that's a good idea either.
Why not? Just the back. Just the back.
Because I'm barely holding it together here. I can't be having these desires while she thinks this is nothing more than a female kinship.
What's the harm in washing my breasts too?
This girl. I don't even know if I want to hug her or push her down. Mustering my remaining self-control, I stand up and get out of the bathtub and turn around. Sorry, you'll have to do the rest for yourself. If you need help, please call for Fuyu instead.
Rouge, wait! Hey!
I'm too gay for this! I can't!
I feel much better now. It's been so long since I last enjoyed a hot bath.
Oh, Princess, you're finally out. How was it? Do human baths compare favorably to ours?
To be honest, it was pretty cramped in there. Seems like human bathtubs are only made for 1 or 2 people at a time.
Seriously? That's so weird. How are you supposed to clean one another in a bathtub as cramped as that?
Indeed, I wondered the same thing. Though I suppose it does make bathing more intimate. Even though it certainly was cramped, I can't say I didn't enjoy myself.
While Mary happily recites her new experience, I slump down on the couch, completely and utterly exhausted. With my eyes closed and my body limp, I allow myself to sink into the couch as tension begins to slip away. It may have been relaxing bath for you, Mary, but personally I don't think I've ever felt more strapped after bathing. It took all my willpower just to refrain from doing something that would make me feel incredibly guilty later on. Honestly, I'm more tired now than before I entered math.
So are you going to go in next, for you? I left the water in just in case you wanted to take a bath yourself. Nah, I'm good. I'll just lick the important spots clean. No need for a full bath.
As quickly as my consciousness began to slip, I suddenly opened my eyes wide as I hear something which confirms my pre-bath prediction.
You never change, for you. Okay, have it your way. I'll go get started on dinner while you two relax.
Miri heads to the kitchen, wasting no further time on relaxation. Having already cleaned my back dutifully, it seems Miri planned on moving straight onto her next self-assigned task. Geez, that girl is a hard worker.
You can say that again. Though right now you look far more tired than she does.
Me? But you know.
You're tired, right? You should take a nap before dinner.
I'll take a nap. Yeah, I want to take a nap.
Okay.
Maybe you're right. I certainly could do that with a bit of shut-eye. I'm sure Mira would make me once dinner is ready. Oh, what the hell, I might as well. I'm gonna sleep for a bit. Don't let me sleep through dinner, okay?
Of course. Rest well, human.
With a smile on my face, I close my eyes once more and sink into the cushioning of the couch. Overcome by feelings of both comfort and exhaustion, I begin to fall asleep in a matter of seconds.
Rouge, wake up. You're awake. Sorry to disturb your slumber.
Don't worry about it. What's up with Mirari? What's up? Is dinner ready?
Yes, almost, but before that...
Sleep.
When I attempt to stand up, I realize that what we're staring at. It seems that at some point during my slumber, Poofu started to snuggle up against my body. Ultimately, it's coming to the urge to nap.
Aww.
With her legs propped out on my lap, she had gradually fallen asleep but is now sleeping soundly next to me. Wow, Poofu seems like a completely different person when she's asleep. I'm in two minds about whether I should actually wake her up or not. Looking down at the peaceful, content look on Poofu's face, I feel a slight tug inside of my chest. Contrary to the attitude she usually displays while she's awake, Poofu currently looks like she's innocent, adorable little puppy. How on earth could I put an end to that?
Let her sleep a while longer. Dinner can be reheated anyway. It would be a shame to wake her unnecessarily.
Yeah, I guess you're right. After all, Poofu must be tired if she's willing to sleep on my leg. Hearing my take on the matter, Nori smiles and shakes her head.
I don't think that's the case at all. I understand how Fuyu's actions must seem to someone who doesn't know her well, but the truth is Fuyu is more insecure and needy than she lets on. Fuyu is just too afraid to let others know how she truly feels.
Mary takes a seat next to Poofu on the floor while speaking tenderly. Clear from her tone of voice that she cares about Poofu, and even if Poofu won't say so directly, I'm sure she feels the same way about Mirari.
Fuyu always puts up a tough front, but she's still a young woman. She's been pushing herself to a frightful degree these past few days. Were it not for moments like this, I think she would collapse under the weight of it all. Fuyu is trying so hard to make everything right. No matter what I say to her, all she can think about is bringing me back home and returning to our clan.
Hearing Mirari take on Poofu's actions, my impression of Poofu begins to improve. I start to stroke the fierce young girl's head, treating her like a pet despite the displeasure she has already expressed to that end. Nonetheless, in her current state, Fuyu doesn't possess the presence of mind to reject my goodwill. Instead, her body moves on its own. Fuyu's head moves towards my hand, as though it's begging me to continue petting her. Still fast asleep, Fuyu licks my forearm as I continue to pet her. Seeing that, Mary lets out a soft sigh.
If only Fuyu was this honest when she was awake. If she was, then maybe the three of us could truly stay like this after all.
Stay like this? Meet in my cabin? Rather than avert her gaze or retract her words, as she is until now, Mira looks down at Fuyu's sleeping face with a smile. After a few seconds of silence, Mira opens her mouth once more, starting with an unexpected notion.
You know, Rouge, there was a time when our pack leader ordered us all to kill Fuyu.
What? My eyes mouth open wide at Mary's revelation. Rather than address my surprise, however, Mary simply continues to speak unabated.
It's the job of a pack leader to make the tough decisions on behalf of everyone. They must do what's best, even if others wind up hating them for it. The order to kill Fuyu was one such decision. During one of the hardest winters the pack had endured, they hadn't found a permanent dwelling like the one in the mountain yet either. He said that we couldn't take care of a runt like her. She would just drag the whole pack down with her and cause us many hardships further down the track. At the time, nobody wanted to agree with him, and yet they all knew that he was right. It was nothing personal. She simply had to die for the sake of the pack.
Swallow my words several times as she tried to think of how best to respond to Miriam's revelation. What could I possibly say in response to something so horrible, yet apparently necessary? Rather than risk offending Miri and her pack by saying something tactless, I decide to ask the obvious question. What happened after that? Well, you still alive, so surely something must have happened. Miri nods.
I was only a cub at the time, same age as Fuyu, so I don't remember any of this myself. But according to my mother, Fuyu's parents rebelled against the leader, saying they couldn't possibly kill their own daughter.
And the leader took pity on them? Mary shakes her head.
He exiled them both, along with Fuyu. He said that if they wanted to raise her, they were on their own, and they would receive no further help from the pack. It was a tough decision, both for Fuyu's parents and for our leader, but everyone agreed that was just how it had to be.
Mary sighs as she thinks back on the decision her leader came to. Despite her personal feelings about Fuyu, it seems as though she bears no grudge regarding the leader's decision.
Cold, heartless, yet always doing what was best for the pack. That's the kind of man our leader was. Not a kind, charismatic leader beloved by his followers, but a ruthless man of action. The kind nobody asked for, yet everybody understood why we needed him.
Mary speaks of the leader with a sad smile on her face. Seeing her mixed feelings come to the surface, a question pops in my mind. Say, Mary, given that Fuyu always calls you princess, am I right in thinking that the pack leader is... Mary nods after her before I finish speaking.
Yes, that is correct. Our pack leader is, at the least, our previous pack leader was, my father.
Regretting my question before I even asked, I pressed on. Was? What happened to him? Did he step down from the role?
In a manner of speaking. My father died 3 years ago protecting the pack from a bear. Since then my mother has taken over leading the pack in his place. She's been doing a fine job, especially considering how half-wolves usually think of female leaders, but unfortunately I don't think the current arrangement will last much longer.
Tears appear in the corners of Mary's eyes as she recounts her father's courageous death and the burden currently being placed on her mother. Despite Mary's apparent desire to leave her pack, it's clear that she still thinks of them quite fondly.
My mother, she She is growing weary in her old age. She does not possess my father's strength, nor does she bear his unyielding will. It is only a matter of time before she is crushed, if not by the weight of her position, then by old age and sickness. When that time comes, the line of succession will lead to...
Mary opens her eyes wide open as she suddenly realizes something. Hurriedly wiping her eyes and nose, she corrects her posture and attempts to clean up her appearance.
I'm terribly sorry, Rouge. We were talking about Fuyu, weren't we? My apologies. It was selfish of me to begin prattling on about my own circumstances like that.
Before I can disagree with her, Nori goes back to talking about her dear friend Fuyu.
My father died. It was decided that we needed to increase the size of our pack to make up for his disappearance. Seeing this as an opportunity to join the pack, Fuyu's family came to us, their runt now stronger than ever, and expressed their desire to return to our side. Bearing no personal grudge from the circumstances which led to their departure, they agreed to my mother's condition for their return, that Fuyu's family would serve mine forevermore. Since that day, Fuyu and I have been together, whether we liked it or not. Of course, over time, the two of us have grown close. Fuyu has become like a sister to me, and I cherish her more than anything. Aww. That's so sweet. I'm gonna save real quick.
Okay.
Save, yes. Okay.
Exhausted from talking for so long, Mary takes a well-deserved break and lays back on the couch. Between making dinner, talking without a pause, and recalling memories best left forgotten, Mary quickly depleted what energy she had left. I figured Mary had her reasons for not wanting to let me about her situation, but it looks like once she got started, she couldn't stop. Who knows how long she's been holding all of that in, wanting to get off her chest. I may not know much about Heathawoos, but I get the feeling from her story that they are exactly the touchy-feely type.
What's all this racket about?
Awakened by Mary's story, Figure raises her head and begins to rub her eyes sleepily.
Oh, morning, princess. Good evening, Fuyu. Evening? That's right, and I'm not the first one you should be greeting. Huh?
Fuyu raises an eyebrow at Mary giggles. Rather than wait for Fuyu to notice me, I place my hand on her shoulder. Are you awake now, Fuyu?
What?
Fuyu tries to jump back in surprise. However, she's still sleeping in my lap. Her actions are only to bring the two of us even closer together.
Why is the human...
Fuyu's face turns bright red in an instant as she realizes where she is and what she's doing.
While we were snuggling.
You fell asleep while we're snuggling.
Are you sure? You want to taunt her, or do you want to actually explain?
Oh, okay, I'll explain.
Okay.
Calm down, Fuyu. You fell asleep on my lap while waiting for dinner, that's all.
Dinner?
At the mention of the magical word, Fuyu begins to sniff the air.
Oh, right, of course, that's what it is. I was just hungry and tired and your lap was warm, so I naturally fell asleep on it. Silly me. Of course that's what happened. Why else would I be napping in a place like this? If that weren't the case, I'd never be caught sleeping on your smelly lap.
You don't need to get so defensive, Fuyu.
I'm not getting defensive. I just don't want you to misunderstand, that's all.
Fuyu finally removes herself from my lap and runs over to the kitchen, lured in by the smell of food.
Ah, yes, food.
Even after she reaches the food, Fuyu steals a few glances in my direction, and quickly averts her gaze when I catch her.
I guess that's my cue. I'll bring dinner over in a moment. Just sit tight, Rouge.
Okay. Having our fill at our bellies, Mary and Fuyu and I sit down on the couch once again as we ponder what to do with ourselves. After napping earlier in the day, Fuyu and I are still full of energy. Mary, on the other hand, she seems like she falls asleep at any moment, and she's hanging by sheer force of will.
Really, I'm fine. I'll go to bed when you do.
That would sound more convincing without the yawn at the start. Go to bed, Mary. You aren't going to miss anything.
But I don't feel tired.
You're a terrible liar. Fine, stay up for all I care. I was just going to watch some old VHS tapes anyway.
VHS? What is that? I've never heard
The
of that before.
hash-slinging slasher. Yeah, most people under 20 haven't. It's a way for humans to watch movies and TV shows whenever they want. It's a bit dated now, but they still work, as long as you have the right equipment.
Movies and TV? For you, do you understand what Rouge is talking about?
I think I've heard of TV. That's the magic box with moving pictures, isn't it?
You're not wrong, but do you girls seriously not know what a television is? How could you be familiar with canned food and running water, but not television?
Even if you ask that. Well, what does television do that's so special? Running water and canned food provides us with sustenance. What do we need television?
Entertainment!
Yes, that's pretty much what it is. You actually do have a point right there. It's a game, or television has a couple uses, but it's mostly for entertainment. I pulled out a box filled with 8 VHS tapes and placed it in front of the 2 wolf girls. Inside of the box are dozens of tapes, still in their original cases, cover art and all.
Wow, the dedication.
These are VHS?
Yes, the hash-slinging slasher. That's right. Pick one you like, and we'll see what's on it.
Okay.
Mary and Foo start looking around the box of old tapes. After searching for a few seconds, they each pulled out a single tape. Let's see what you got there. A documentary about animals of the grasslands?
Yes, I'm quite curious to see how those in other climates thrive.
I suppose you would be if you lived out in the snow your entire life. What about you, Fuyu?
I'm not sure I want to watch it, but the cover did catch my eye.
That's okay, just show me what you've... I almost gagged on my own saliva as I gazed upon tape Fuyu's hand. The cover is young, blonde woman with a large chest dressed in nothing but... Oh...
It's one of those tapes.
I wonder how that got there.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the Grasslands documentary, it's still in the original plastic sleeve. This video has been viewed so many times that the tape is beginning to wear out.
Of course it has! Of course it has!
Now wait just 1 minute.
Oh, what manner of VHS is that? Are we going to do that next?
No, I mean, this one would bore the two of you to death. It's not that kind of thing you'd be interested in. It's just a boring documentary.
If you get the feeling... I did get the feeling I wouldn't like it. So it's a boring one after all, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
very boring, yes. Very, nothing entertaining happening here.
I'll just put it back in the box way at the bottom so we don't wind up picking it out again.
Yeah. Perfect plan.
Yeah.
Huh.
I read the sign of relief as the 2 wolf girls allow my slip up to pass without a fight. Looks telling me to be more careful with that stuff as long as those 2 are here. I've been able to do things at my own pace until now, but I can't be so careless when guests are over. Rather than dwell on Fuyu's discovery, I hurriedly crammed Mary's choice into the VHS.
Wouldn't it be funny though if we could choose between the 2 of them which to watch?
Oh god.
What would happen? They're gonna leave that choice to the imagination.
Yeah. After skipping through the ads, anti-piracy warnings, other outdated product placements, I started to watch the movie where the film crew are just beginning to set up. The first few minutes of the film explained how the crew are looking for specific animals during today's outings and how they plan to observe each one. Whether they'll succeed or not, it is yet to be seen. All the promises do not hurt the animals and to view them from afar.
Oh, look at that! The water is flowing in a perfectly straight line without any chunks of ice floating in it at all. And the grass, it's everywhere! There isn't a single patch of snow to be seen.
You're right, Princess. This is truly fascinating. With ready access to unfrozen water, do the animals living in these parts drink their fill and bathe whenever they feel the urge?
I imagine they must. Why else would they? Oh, look! Fuyu, look! The rabbit is drinking from the river!
I see it, Princess. But where has all of its fur gone? It will never survive the winter like that.
You're the last person who should be asking that. I smile weirdly as the two girls excitedly point towards the television.
Oh, I can scroll back. I didn't know that.
Oh.
That would have helped earlier. Okay, never mind.
Even Fuyu, who generally attempts to feign disinterest in those such things, is clearly enjoying herself. So far, movie night is a resounding success.
Huh? Where did all of the animals go? Why are they only showing humans now?
It looks like they're taking a break and discussing how they're going to track down the next animal.
Boring.
I agree, actually.
I don't. I find this fascinating. The humans are all huddled together to hold a strategy meeting, just like we would.
I think the people you're watching might claim that you have that backwards.
Oh, look! A human city!
Yuck. We're even further away from the grasslands now.
They're going back to the studio to talk with some expert.
My, that building is enormous! Are most human buildings as big as that? Oh, and the number of people! I've never seen so many human beings before now. How nice it must be to live there.
Talk to Mirroring about the city. The city is convenient, but it's not that great to actually live there.
Rouge, you grew up in a city like that?
Yeah, kinda. Maybe not quite as busy as that one, though.
What was it like? Tell me.
Hey, Princess, they gone back to the grassy area now. They're cute animals and everything.
Fuyu tries to unsuccessfully grab Miri's attention. Now that the video's moved away from human civilization, Miri's focus is solely on yours truly.
Fine.
Fuyu?
In a huff, Fuyu mimics my action from earlier and clumsily mashes her remote control until she successfully is turning the television off.
Fuyu, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Fuyu pouts as Miri finally glances towards her. Sensing what's going on, I decide to put Fuyu out of her misery. I suppose it's getting rather late. We can watch the video some other time. For now, let's all go to bed.
What? But I want to talk about human civilization.
Oh, good idea, human. Or rather, that's exactly what I was thinking. Come here, Princess. Let us go to sleep.
Okay then, if you insist. Good night, Rouge.
Good night, Miri, Fuyu.
Good night.
Without further complaint, Miri curls up on the couch alongside Fuyu. Fuyu soon joins her and snuggles up close, as if it making up for the dissonance moments ago. Content to leave the duo just like that, I retreat to my bedroom and head to bed myself. Having napped for a while yesterday evening, I wake up earlier than usual this morning.
I'm actually gonna have to cut it there. I'm so sorry. My brother is here, and we're gonna go watch spooky TV together and get some pizza and stuff. So I will have to cut the streamy there. Alright, let's see. Did you like it so far though?
I loved it.
Yeah, I'm glad. Okay, so we're gonna find somebody to raid real quick. Thank you all so much for stopping by and visiting us on our first streamy. Going to figure out who's streaming so we could raid somebody that we love. Let's see. Minty Yukime is streaming. She is a winter fox. She's very sweet. She's been on my channel before. And we haven't talked very much a long time, but we're still like friends. So yeah, so we will raid her. Thanks everybody so much for coming to the stream. We will hopefully be back next Friday for some more Wolf Tales. Hopefully we can finish it. I think we're actually pretty close to the end. Unfortunately, this is terrible timing, but life happens, I guess. But yeah, thanks everybody so much for coming to the Magic Hunters stream and supporting me and Rouge. I hope you enjoyed your first stream, Rouge. Did you like it? Did you have fun?
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, I'm excited for the next one.
Yeah, we're hopefully going to be streaming together every Friday. So I hope you guys will come back to my channel and hopefully in the future Rouge's channel for us to stream some more games and have some positivity. Yeah. Alright, thanks everybody so much for watching, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye!